as they use the Brody really well to burst and also to siege, taking a tier 2 down in the mid lane. They're rotating over to the bottom lane now for the final tier 2.
That's what I was worried, right? I mean, you can't say that this has been a clean game for Rrq, and I think Geek Slate's taking full advantage of it. Janna Cutie going in without any hindrance whatsoever by the side of Rrq, and they're going to be able to take literally all the towers other than the inhibitors and start to control the map, taking it away from Rrq. And look at that gold lead just instantly shift back down. Maybe perhaps for Geek Slate.
We're able to get a bit of resources using that Lord, so great macro play yet again for Geek Slate. But now with the gold equal at 13 minutes, I think Geek Slate's side has a bit more danger here because they have a better mid-game composition. They do have a lot of burst damage, a lot of power spikes in this 13th minute. So if Rrq can try and even out or even survive this initial phase, they can actually try and turn things around as Vin, the instinct, man, just spots out Baloyskie, and now he just goes in for it.
Flicker as well, Baloy to be caught here for the airstrike. Skylar picks up the killing spree. What a read by Rrq. Maluk finds the final flash onto 4. Grouping them up right now. Chidera's going to be able to actually back away. Lemon with a vengeance popped in. Albert now taken low, but Vin jumping back in, canceling it out. The random execution not connecting as Lemon is still able to escape for a bit before Chidera jumps in to pick up the kill. Skylar still kiting away. It's a 2-for-1 right now, and Rrq, oh my goodness gracious! Skylar almost with the snipe.
How did they know? How did they see that Baloyskie was in that bush? That was insane feeling, insane instinct there by Rrq, Vin in particular. And I think that was one of the main things that a lot of coaches have actually highlighted about Vin, right? The fact that, okay, in terms of mechanics, there are a lot of roamers out there with the same mechanics, or maybe even better, microwaves. But Vin always has really good shot calling in the late game, really good macro instincts, and really good map awareness as well. You can see that being reflected, as now he is trying to look for a play definitely onto Janna, where both these teams are going to start contesting for the next Lord.
Look at the positioning. Vin, Tyrant's Revenge already. Janna not in range. Luke jumping in. Meanwhile, Lemon gonna get picked off. Janna, he steals the Lord. What an absolute Chad. Takes it in a 2v4. Albert now caught, but it's Rrq on the retreat. Geek Slate want to punish, want to commit. Vin gonna be targeted now as Baloy is gonna be able to slow him down. Vin taken very low, taken down by the torn apart memory. Even the Tyrant's Rage dodged away from. Now Albert caught once again. Geek Slate isolating Rrq one by one. Albert's taken low. That's the puncture to gap close onto Albert. Skylar even forced to back away as Renbo was able to stun him up. The Phantom Execution comes down, but Geek now are looking for the Baloy! What a play! With a flicker and the Divine Judgment to find Skylar. Now it's Geek Slate. The game is in their hands. Chidera looking for more HP as it stains back up with the orange buff. Baloy gonna be caught right now as he's able to dash away. A boy hiding, just playing around the Lord as Albert's gonna be taken low. Janna with the Phantom Execution and the Thorn Rose. Lemon jumping into the midst of it all with a Vengeance as well, but the Torn of Memory takes him out. It's gonna be Luke who picks up the kill. Now the base wide open for the taking. Vin trying to defend, but it's going to be Geek Slate who equalizes in game number 2.
Wow, the Geeks strike back. 1-1 now against Rrq, forcing a game number 3 against the audience predictions, against the unanimous caster predictions. Geek Slate have proved everybody wrong here in game number 2. But I gotta say, Arashi and Mirko, that was not the cleanest game by Rrq.
That was a very back and forth endeavor. Both teams, they had their own moments, their own highlights, and their own blunders. And considering how minute the change was from game number 1, just a few picks, just a few adjustments, you can see a completely different game right there. Unfortunately for Rrq, like we said, Geek Slate is a bit more crafty when it comes to the macro gameplay, the rotations, the traps they're able to set up to pick Lemon off. We talked about how he can probably go for a split push, but he went for a team fight approach instead. It just did not work out. Luke, because of the Lemon's pick in this game,
we're out!
That is Luke taken out, man. He tried his best to set up for his team. Unfortunately, Vin is just way too clean with it. It all began with Vin being alone against the whole team, but it got flipped around. Geek Slate failed to capitalize on the opportunity. It's gonna be a free Lord for Rrq.
Yeah, massive disadvantage now for Geek Slate as they have no choice but to let the Lord go uncontested here. 6,000 gold lead now for RRQ and counting. And the problem is, right, Geek Slate, they were so good at controlling those side lanes. But because of how mobile Albert is, he is going to have a really good time at clearing those side lanes and prevent Geek Slate from utilizing that to their advantage. So what Geek Slate kind of used to their advantage in game number 1, game number 2, has been taken away from them here in game number 3.
Well, Luke now has the Radiant Armor, but that is a very expensive item considering that it's only being built for Renbo right here.
No.
It has a read on the situation,
Oh
almost
God.
catches Chidera there along with Baloyskie, but they're able to escape. And now with the Lord though, it's going to be a siege situation. I think the main man you look to try and make the plays is going to be Albert right here, right? He is the man that will have a say in when he wants to go in and go for some burst damage, because for now, a boy has the Holy Crystal on top of the Lightning Truncheon Clock of Destiny combo. They have damage available to try and clear out these waves from far, far away.
Yeah, and I think Skylar's on the way to Has Claws, is he? And if he does, that means it's going to be a lot more sustainable, but Baloyskie.
Oh my God, Lemon gets out. There is no burst right now for Geek Slate. 2-3 ultimates. Burns out. Janna still able to zone Albert away right now as he jumps in with the cables onto Janna. Still able to do so. But it is going to be the base turret up top taken down. Albert going in all the way, Boy, forcing the flicker out. Albert still managing to get away. Meanwhile, Skylar up top needs to be careful. Here is Vin. Whoa, a bit too aggressive there. Going to be able. Oh, he's going to lose his life. Geek Slate still with the defense, a solid one. RRQ kept at bay.
Oof, RRQ. It's not ideal that they lost Vin there, but in the end of the day, it's only the roamer, and they're able to take out one base turret. It's still on the same side that the Lord is going to spawn in, so it's not as strong of a lead as they would want, but it's still something, right? This is what they need to be doing, taking matters into their own hands and not allowing Geek Slate to dictate where the action happens, where they go for the catches, because Baloyskie has the fleeting time, by the way, so he has a lot of chances to make the plays happen for his team if RRQ give them the opportunity.
Luke now looking for a proactive play. Baloy with the flex! My goodness! That was an all-out war! He's saving the Divine Judgment for the Fanny! Albert, 9-0 and 5, his bounty here at risk, and it's gone! The shutdown by Geek! Skylar mounted by Luke! And it's Geek with a 3-0!
Oh, it looks like they're going for more here. Chidera going to get a tower. He also has that power spike as well. With 2 members left standing, 5 are from the side of Geek Slate. They're looking to go for the end.
Luke zoning Vin away, tanking it in, soaking it up. Now with the Thorn Rose and the Divine Judgment, Lemon's gonna be caught low. That's the immortality, but it's also gonna be the defense by Vin. Lemon gonna be taken down. Geek Slate with a clear. 3 seconds onto Renbo. He has the real world manipulation, but it will not matter. Geek will break the RRQ's winning streak in week number 4 of season 11.
Rewriting history as well for Geek Slate, finally getting a win against the Kings of Kings. Wow, what a game by Geek. RRQ, they were leading that entire game with how much kill pressure that they had. And one single mistake gave Geek Slate the opportunity, the edge, to set things back, to make things their way.
Baloy, what a play. Flanking, getting Renbo, but saving the Divine Judgment for Albert. Perfectly crafted. What a game.
He just has such a good read on how the fights are going to play open, and RRQ, they just didn't respect the